Good morning. Sorry for the delay, just got on a couple of minutes late. Hope everyone's okay, having a good day. Hi, Moonchild. Thank you for joining me. I'm sifting, you know. Hi, Amy Smith, Annie S, Wendy K, hello. Just looking at, so he's been impeached for the second time with, hi Robin Arvin, hi Maria Almeida, hi Rachel Melendez, with this time with 10 Republicans and Justin Amash, who's now an independent. Joining it, so bipartisan. Hi Clarence. Hi Susan Rotella. Very true, Amy. Very true. Only comes along twice in a dictatorship presidency. Everyone please remember thumbs up. That's great. Now, with rhetoric in the comments, I'll just ask if you can keep any like real threatening language out of it, or you know what I mean. I don't want to, you know, be suspended off it or anything like that. It's heightened times. I don't know how many of you saw the footage of National Guard troops sleeping in the halls of Congress, sleeping in the halls of the Capitol. Yeah, they're not armed at the moment, but the Secretary of the Army has granted permission to arm them. I was hoping with the news coming out that Mitch McConnell was on board with impeachment, that he would bring the Senate session forward, but no, that's a hope too far by the looks of it. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, guys. Just a few things happening there. Not 100% ready, guys. Sorry. So he said no, he's not going to bring it back early. My personal opinion, and this is my opinion as a person, not based on the cards or anything, is it's cowardice. He does not want to be the person in charge of the Senate when they convict him. He might even vote for it, so I wouldn't believe anything that man says. But he wants to be able to put the blame fairly and solely on Democratic shoulders. With, oh, well, Schumer was was the majority leader, blah, blah, blah. Hi, GM Dave, Mimi Rose, Melinda Dusha, Geek Hillbilly, hi. It's Thursday here. I'm getting the dates mixed up. When is it? I thought it was supposed to be on Tuesday. And Tuesday is the 20th, but it's Wednesday the 20th. So it's the 20th. It doesn't matter what the date is. Yeah, okay. I've been getting a bit confused. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna Mercado. That's lovely. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for your donations. They're always welcome. Thank you so much. So we've all seen the reports last few days of coming out of the FBI office to, you know, of warnings and bulletins. I told you that it would just take a little while, but they would start hauling these people in. I don't know if I commented on the nature of the charges they were having thrown against them at that time, but, you know, just things, obviously, it's just things that they can hold them on until they can charge them with other things as well. So he can be convicted. He can still, yeah, look, it all took place before he left office. I think there's no reason why the trial can't take place after he leaves office. Will he be convicted? So I think we'll look at that first up. He's been impeached. Will Trump be convicted? His office has quit accepting calls. Well, Deutsche Bank has severed ties with him. The Trump Corporation had 4 big contracts with the city of New York, and they've cancelled them. And they said, the lawyers were like, it's a very, very clear case. He is still the head of the corporation, even though he signed things over to his children. And the fact is that even if he says, oh, Don Jr. is in charge, well, the fact is Don Jr. stood up there and incited the people as well. So, you know, not a leg to stand on there. So will he be convicted? If you are in the capitals of your states, please just over the next week or so stay close to home. And if you do have to go into those areas that are under threat, please be careful. I know some of you still have to go and do jobs and things, so please just be careful and take care. If you can, don't go out alone. Hi, Dornamato. I was a few minutes late today, Dawn, so so is he going to be convicted in the Senate? That may be hard, but he is definitely, his representatives are going to be called forward to answer. Things are going to come to light. The no card. Standing his ground. He's going to defend himself. They've got everything they need to convict him. There is this pause. This is the pause because McConnell won't reconvene the Senate early. It's cowardice. He doesn't want to be in charge of the Senate. He wants to use the impeachment to purge him from the Republican Party, but he doesn't want to be the one who leads that charge. You know, he doesn't want to be the one to do it. It's pure cowardice on his part. Justice, yes. Hermit. They're not only going to convict him, they're going to ban him from ever running for office again, federal office. It wouldn't surprise me if states ban him as well, so he can't do state office or anything like that. They're sick of him. The Republicans are sick of him. They're going to take this as a chance to purge him from the party. He is going to get convicted. Yes, definitely. This time around, and it is going to be bipartisan. McConnell, by saying what he said, basically cleared it up for the Republicans to vote to convict him, cleared the way for them to do that. I have noticed that when I'm leaning forward, my head gets cut off. I'm just going to lower the camera a little bit. Cuts off. Oh my goodness. It's a little bit of that's a bit better. Cut the top of my head off, but you know, at least when I lean forward, you're not going to see the top of my head. I've been watching a few of my videos back, and yeah. So yeah, he is going to get convicted in the Senate. How is he feeling after the impeachment news came? How is he feeling? First thing I'm going to do is those Republicans who voted to impeach him. Are they in danger? Oops, wrong way around. Hello to everyone who's watching and not on the comments. It's lovely that you're joining as well to watch me. Yeah. So those Republicans who voted to impeach him, are they in danger? They've been had it. Are they in danger? Because they'll be on the from Trump supporters. I just got bounty went through my mind when I saw that, so that's a big yes. Whether it is an official one, it's like they're on the hit list for his fanatical militant supporters. Yeah, they are, and they shouldn't be, for standing up and doing the right thing, because that's what they did. They stood up, they did the right thing. Liz Cheney just laid it out. It couldn't be laid out any plainer. Yeah, they're going to be seen as, you know, the world definitely a big get. They're going to be, you know, they're going to have extra security, I think, in this next week and a half. Definitely. Yeah, unfortunately, they are, you know, I got someone's going to publish their addresses and everything. I think they're going to have to step up security for their families. Yeah, Gills. They did the right thing, but they're going to be seen as having thwarted the will of the American people because these guys are so twisted, and, you know, that they think that only the will of half the American people should count. Strategies, plan, yeah, there's already, you know, strategies, planning, there's people talking. They are definitely on the outer with Trump supporters, and they have definitely, and they did this knowing full well that it might endanger them personally and even their families. So let's please pray, send a prayer and out to the families of these people, whether you agree with their policies or not. It's like it is so clear. Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger have been long-time critics. Yes, they've gone along with some things, and no, they didn't back the impeachment last time and everything, but they have not been yes people, and there are quite a few who haven't been yes people, and generally they go along with things, but when they need to speak out, they do, and they shouldn't be punished for that, and they shouldn't be put in danger for that. Matt Gaetz, what's going on with Matt Gaetz? He was crazy. Yeah, I didn't watch what the hell is Mitch's deal? I expressed a personal opinion on that earlier, so I don't know if I should do a reading on that, because I do think it'll be tinged by my personal opinion, is that he wants Trump gone from the party, he wants to purge him from the party, and he's happy to go along with the trial and everything, but he does not want to be the man in charge of the Senate when it happens. Cowardice, that's what it is. He wants to protect himself from Trump supporters and be seen as the man who got rid of Trump. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Hi, Uncover the News. Hi, Greta. Oh, Flint. Now, didn't the ex-governor of Flint is up on charges or something? I just saw that headline a bit before. Gary Player not going to accept the medal either. Yeah. Will he be found guilty? Hi, Nancy Lee. Thank you, Snyder. Will ex-Governor Snyder be found guilty of, I'm not sure of the charges, but yeah. Why is Marjorie filing impeachment papers? I'll have a look at that. Oh, yes. It's the no card, but devil to pay. Temperance, yes. He's going to stand his ground and defend himself. But yes, new journey. There are consequences to actions, buddy, and you've got to pay those consequences. There's going to be some delays and pauses along the way with this trial. He's going to be found guilty. He's not going to be happy about it. But again, it's Knight of Pentacles. Just remember that everyone's innocent until proven guilty. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, slow plotting that with the. It's not going to be a quick in and out there. Oh, he could even end up going to jail. Yeah, he could even end up going to jail over it. So, what Marjorie Taylor Greene is what, drafting impeachment papers for Biden? On what grounds? YouTube has suspended Donald Trump's account. Foreign dealings. Hi, Joan Morey. Yeah, I know she's a QAnon person. He's not in our office. She's filing articles of impeachment. What happens? You file them, then are they heard? Are they tabled? What? Do they put it up whether it should go to a vote? Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm not quite sure the process that. But I thought they had to vote on hearing the articles of impeachment. They can table it, but do they have to vote on it? Okay. Hi, Sharon Lee. So she's going to file to impeach Biden the day after he gets sworn in. Okay. So they're going to have to go through committee. Or something. It's ridiculous. Okay. Will Marjorie Taylor Greene's impeachment bid fail? It's going to come back and bite her on the ass. Yes, and there's going to be consequences for her. She's going to be investigated. I mean, they have to at least look at them. Because they're new charges. Even if it had to go to a vote, it wouldn't get through. Yeah, it's going to get thrown out. She's doing it to create chaos and whatever. It's going to be dealt with very quickly. Page of Pentacles. Biden is happy if they do confirmations and stuff in the morning or work on the impeachment in the afternoon. He doesn't get a say on how they do things in there, but I think he's spoken to them about it. And I think he'd rather it was over and done with as quickly as possible. He doesn't want that, the prospect of that trial hanging over his first 100 days. Oh, he gave a speech, did he? Will Lauren Boebert be expelled? There are problems with that. You're going to have to meet a critical threshold, I think, for that to happen. But there is some momentum to gathering with the idea they're definitely going to be held to judgment, or she's definitely going to be held to judgment. I'm just talking about Lauren Boebert here. She is being investigated. I thought she was going to have to do some quick talking. The rule of law, to me, this has never been Trump. It's always been the rule of law. End of one journey, start of another. She could end up being expelled. Definitely, especially if it comes out that she had some hand in the planning process or knew of the plans, had some knowledge of the plan. Yeah, she might end up getting expelled. But the other day when I did a read on her, it was she was going to have to do some quick talking. And I think that that's getting less and less and less. Stuff's definitely going to come out about her. Who she was talking to in the days up to the 6th. She wanted to take a gun into the Capitol. You know, apparently it's been long term. They've been taking their guns into the Capitol and everything. No, they shouldn't be allowed to. Security are the only people who should be allowed to take weapons into the Capitol. Hi, Sandra Henderson. Hi, Karen Hardinge. No, I think they're going to send it over as soon as possible. Will they send the articles of impeachment to the Senate on the 19th? Yeah, I'll cover that, uncover the news. I'll have a look at that. Will they send them over on the 19th? Yeah, they want to get them over there. There might be a brief pause, lovers, and they are talking. I think Biden would rather it got done. He doesn't want it hanging over his first 100 days. And it would lessen the impact of it. And the fact is that if they don't, the quicker they do it, the better. No, the money. I've got overall, yes, they are going to send it over on the 19th. Yeah. You don't want to give Trump 100 days. You don't want to give him 100 days. It would be dangerous to hold off. He's not going to resign. Okay, lawmakers. Will it be found that some lawmakers were helping the rioters on the 6th, the insurrectionists on the 6th? There's no proof that they did, but, you know, will it be found out? Yes, overflowing emotions. There are some anxious people. They're celebrating behind their, you know. They did it because they thought they would become stars in the party for doing so. There's going to be surprising news for these people. Yeah, they did it because they wanted to stop Biden's. Yes, there were some. They thought it would attract funding for their causes. They'll be out in the cold. Yeah, I think they will be found out. It's one thing to vote no because you're a weak ass and, you know. And none of them really bought into that lie. But it's another to vote no and feed information to people. Help get information to people. Some people are getting no, some people are getting yes. I'm getting yes, and I'm getting they will be caught. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Hi, Estelle Harrington. Hi, Carter Mancy. And hello to everyone else who's watching as well. It's lovely to see you all. It is great that he's been impeached a second time and with bipartisan support. But it's not going to cause him to walk away. He's not going to walk away. He's going to try and pardon himself, or he might resign the day before. Nancy Lee, who's going to come out and tell the truth? I think the truth will emerge. Will the truth emerge? Will the truth emerge? What the hell is wrong with Comey? I don't understand. I saw his interview with he might have been. Nancy Lee, what about Comey? Oh, will the truth come out? Very, very powerful ladies in charge. Things are going to come to light, yes. Oh, yeah, very, very strong. King of Swords, yes, and people are going to be prosecuted. It's going to be surprising. Yeah, there were definitely people in there that day who, not the Senate, but the House. It's easier to get, I think it's easier to get to the House people. Some of them are going to get offers they don't want. Hi, Ree Peacock. Sources confirm that the decision to move Space Command to Alabama was an override by the president and is linked to his current impeachment. Is Elaine Chao a spy? I've done a reading on her, Nancy Lee, and basically, yeah, there's a high chance of her being a spy, yeah. Or at least, you know, well, yeah. Hi, 23535 Apple, 2535 Apple. Hi, Jen. Hello, everyone else who's watching. It's lovely. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, yeah. Has 45 got something up his sleeve? Let's have a look. He hasn't given up. He seriously thinks that if he can get Biden out of office, he'll then be able to walk back in and take over. Never mind the succession of command or anything. Does Trump have something up his sleeve? He's been gathering people around him from the day he stepped on that elevator. He's been Day one. He's been sending people out to recruit his own private army. Yeah, he plans to march victoriously up the Capitol steps to take the oath again. He's not given up. We've got walk away, strategy. These are no cards. We'll see what the rest of the cards play out. He's not planning to walk away. He's got some strategy. He plans to keep going with he wants to keep going with what he has planned out. Regardless of the consequences. I hate to use the term unleash the Kraken, but he's determined to do that. He's determined to create major chaos and major instability, not just in Washington, D.C., but in the state capitals as well, especially those capitals, Democratic ones. Ace of Wands, he's just gathering up his energy to go again. He's spiking up their emotions, you know. Yeah, he's got something up his sleeve, and he really, you know, hidden strategy. He's planning to leave. He's already left a mess with foreign relations in the burden. He's not going to get away with it. He's going to be charged. He's going to be prosecuted and indicted. But he's definitely got something planned. Whether it's successful or not, I don't know. But he wants to burn the place to the ground. Look at that. He wants to burn the place to the ground. Satisfaction. If you're not with me, you're against me, and I will burn you to the ground. That's it. That's the way he thinks. He is a true sociopath. He's got no conscience. He is also a malignant narcissist. He will feel justified in setting his little army up to destroy, sending his army out to destroy. And he has built this army. A bomb's part of his plan. Congratulations, Melinda. I'm not quite sure what they're congratulating you on, but I'm sure it's really good. And yeah. So what are you being congratulated on? Ah, little nephew. Ah, congratulations, Melinda. Okay. So, our bombs part. Hi, Deborah Costro. Hi, Sally Mount. Nice to see your name up there. Will there be bombs involved? Will there be devices involved? I don't want YouTube zooming in and demonetizing or anything like this. So can we just watch the language and everything? Will there be, because, you know, it's a sensitive time. They're going to be keeping a watch for everything. Okay, so this is for entertainment purposes. It's only, and yeah, just be careful the rhetoric you use and stuff. Okay. Battlement, it's going to be a hard 2 days. Some of them are going to be gathering from Saturday. Yes, definitely, yes. Definitely, that's the big call for nurturing. There could even be some injuries. Plans, partnerships, energy. And that's a yes, but it's a page of pentacles, feeling like it might not do as much damage. If there are, they might not do as much damage as they could, but they're still going to do damage. Strength. Yeah, definitely there's some nasty stuff happening. Some major arcana here. Well, this is hopeful in that it might not do much. There's a lot of major arcana saying that, yeah, no, it's going to do a lot. So that danger is definitely there. "50 cities on alert, plus Washington, D.C. People in some cities in more danger than others. Some it could just be vandalization of buildings. Others it could be, and some damage. But yeah, it's not. Yeah. I think there are a lot of people who didn't go to that rally. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Yeah, I can have a look at that. I think he definitely went there there was more to that visit than just, I think he had some meetings under the surface. So, Joanne, I'll ask that. So, yeah, there's definitely some highly dangerous devices. The sole aim is going to be doing damage and creating havoc in the days leading up to the inauguration. Well, did Trump go to try and arrange his own inauguration? Did he go to Texas to arrange his own inauguration? I got, no, not necessarily that, but that's what went through my mind, but we'll see. Yes, send out positive energy. Definitely went there to set something in momentum. He wants to be the star on that day. Show he's victorious. but I think it's, I think it was to talk to people about the upcoming days. There will be consequences for this. Yeah. You set certain things in momentum. He knows he can't. To talk to people he's got partnerships with. It wasn't about staging his own inauguration. He was definitely talking to some people behind the scenes there. Thank you, Judy Malley. Thank you very much. I so appreciate that. The support you guys show me with donations is so amazing, and I'm so humbled by it. So thank you very much. Yeah, he's banned off Snapchat. He's banned off everything. Texas is close to, don't be surprised if in the 2022 election, is that Texas governor what's the governor's name? Abbott or something? Texas governor. Abbott. Linda, have you lost somebody? Linda, have you lost somebody? Who have you lost, darling? Can somebody please tell me who Linda's lost? And who's the name of that governor? Linda B, I'm so sorry that you've lost a family member or a friend or family member. Prayers and hugs and thoughts out to you. Your sister. I'm so sorry you lost your sister, Linda B. I'm gutted at the thought of anything happening. I get gutted at the thought of anything happening to mine. Greg Abbott, that's his name. Greg Abbott. When is he up for re-election, Greg Abbott? Good. Sister-in-law. Okay. I'm going to go to Canada. Wendy Kay in Canada, in Ontario. Will the 28-day lockdown that you're entering be successful in reducing the numbers of COVID cases? I'm going to ask that question, okay? Disbarment before the Senate trial. I don't know how long it takes for, because otherwise he'll be representing Senate trial, won't he? So, yeah. So, will the 28-day lockdown in Ontario succeed in reducing numbers of COVID-19? They're justified to be doing it. It's going to help clarify some things. There's some confusion at the moment. Okay, so this is where they are. There's some confusion. And it's one of the reasons they're doing it, is that they're finding it hard to track, and it will help clear up some of that confusion. And maybe make it easier to track people. What is the challenge? There was thought that maybe it should have been done earlier. What's going to help with this? Believe it or not, it's going to bring you energy to the fight. If people are where they are, if they're staying there, it's easier to track them. It's easier to check on people. There is hope, but at the moment people are feeling a lack of hope. So this is what's hindering at the moment. So people are just feeling, why should we even bother? You know, it's not going to make any difference. The outcome of the lockdown, restrictions, by restricting people, the outcomes, they're going to be able to stop people from doing mistakes that they've been doing. They've been doing things that they shouldn't have been doing, gathering in more crowds than they should have, in more numbers than they should have. So they're going to be able to stop that, and it is going to be a tipping point in Ontario. So will it help? Yes, it will help get numbers down. Yeah, it will lead. Yes, it will lead Ontario into calmer waters. Yeah, lessen exposure, and that's a good card. And good news, it will lead to good news, I think. Yeah, I think in the end it is going to be a good thing. So the 28-day lockdown in Ontario is definitely going to help. It's not going to be all smooth sailing, never is. Yeah. Hi, David Bartini. Microchip the red hat. Just because someone wears a red hat doesn't mean they're, you know, a MAGA hat doesn't mean they're going to do the things that these guys have done. They found the guy with the camp out switch shirt, good, and had arrested him. Now, the question was asked, is Giuliani going to be disbarred before the Senate trial? I know Jay Sekulow said he's not going to represent him. Pat Cipollone said, nah, I'm the White House counsel. No, I'm not doing that. Is Rudy Giuliani going to be disbarred before the Senate trial? It's definitely, this is the orator discussion. It's definitely, they're definitely meeting the Bar Association. He is embattled, and that's also a yes card, so they're both yes cards. There's definite anger in the Bar Association about his role in trying to reseat Trump, renew Trump's term. This is the role he played. He played a role in trying to renew the term of Trump. That's a little lizard down the bottom, as a renewal, regrowth. They're sick to death of him. They just don't, they're sick to death of him. Biden, they are listening. They are King of Cups. It's not Biden. It's their remaining calm. Very emotional. This man was held up as a pillar by them for so long, but there is momentum to get rid of him. He is going to have to be answer for it. There is every chance, the abundance of evidence, there's every chance that he could be disbarred before the trial. But whether he is or not, he will be disbarred. There is no way he can avoid this. As to when, we've got a lot of 1, 2, 3 major arcana, which indicates slightly longer length of time. So there is a chance it will be before the trial. I think it depends on when the trial's held. But yeah, he is going to be disbarred. And there is a chance it will be before the trial. Will it be before the trial? Investigations. They are investigating everything. They're looking at everything. They know the complications of this. They disbar him. There is support to disbar him before the trial. He's got people defending himself, defending him. It could happen fairly quickly. This is swift movement. There is support there for him to be disbarred before the Senate trial. So there's a good chance that that's what's going to happen. Thank you, Laura Carlson. Thank you very much for that. Oh, yes, Trump is definitely capable of trying to start a civil war. Definitely. Um, definitely. Yeah. Well, Han, I'm not going to do a reading on that with Mitch McConnell because I've already got a firm opinion on that, and I don't want my firm opinion to colour the cards. And that is that he wants Trump gone and he wants him banned, but he doesn't want to be the person who's in charge of the Senate when that happens. Pure cowardice. He's going to free up the Republican senators to vote with their conscience that they need to, and to vote to expel him. But he doesn't want to be the one in charge of the Senate when that happens. It's pure cowardice. Amy Coney Barrett and Amy CB and Kavanaugh. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, he thinks he owns it. He thinks he doesn't have to win it. He thinks he owns it. That's true, Wendy K. Well, Biden said he's happy for it to happen with split days. I think Biden would rather see it gone quickly, done quickly. Holding this over the head of the first 100 days of the Biden presidency, it's just going to give Trump fester time. So, to fester more resentment and stuff. Okay, Amy Coney Barrett and Kavanaugh. Will there be more pardons? Oh, why won't Pence use the 25th? Again, I don't think I'll read on that because from the cards and everything that what I've been reading on with why won't Pence use the 25th is that he doesn't want to have to be in the position of being pressured to pardon Trump. Will Trump hold his own inauguration with his hand on the art of the deal? Okay. I'll go with will Trump hold his own inauguration? Then I'm going to go back up and I'm going to do a reading on Greg Abbott. What is in cards for him? Will Trump will Pence use the 25th? Will he change his mind? He says he won't. Will Trump hold his own inauguration? He might try, but it might be stopped. No. 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 Maybe. He's trying to raise money for it. Are Trump, Cruz and Abbott considering secession of Texas, Trump as president? That is an interesting question, and I think we might look at that. Yeah, he's definitely thinking about it, but he knows he can't avoid. He knows he can't avoid being, you know, being chucked out of office. Will Trump, Cruz, and Abbott planning to secede Texas from the Union? So Trump can be president. Will it be found that Lindsey Graham is an illegitimate senator? Lindsey Graham. Legitimate. If he was seated illegitimately, we'll have a look at that. He's invoking memories of the Alamo. That's why he went to that town, Alamo, in Texas. He's invoking memory. Betrayal. It would be betrayal and heartbreak. It would lead to betrayal and heartbreak. Are they doing it? Yeah, he wants to install himself as a king. Yep. They're definitely speaking. They've definitely spoken about it. Installing a new White House, installing a new seat of power. The money, because Texas is a rich cattle oil state. Yeah, they've definitely spoken about it as a way for him to cling on to power and to hold the US hostage, sort of with oil and cattle and things like that, to hold them hostage. That's hanging them close. Yeah, it's definitely something they've discussed. Will it work? Texas is going to stand its ground. The US is going to stand its ground with its battery. No. There might be some. It'd have to go through the state Congress and everything, the state houses and the state Senate. And there's processes that they would have to do. It won't work. Do they? So they can, yeah. Okay. But will it work? Will it work? Will it happen? Will Texas be torn away from the Union? Strength. Texas is strong. Rocky transition. Ace of Pentacles. Repeating mistakes. Shares and deals. No, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. And any attempt to do it will be met with strength and energy from within the state. There it is, Texas standing its ground. Yes, the Alamo did. Yes, you're right, Sally. But apparently, there's the town where he went to with that bit of war is called Alamo, and it was named after the Alamo in San Antonio. Joe Biden said, "Vote for him if we want the $2,000." What is going to happen with Greg Abbott? I think I'll swap decks. I'm going to use the everyday, witch's tarot here. Swap to that. Greg Abbott. What is the future like for Greg Abbott, Governor Greg Abbott of Texas? Governor Greg Abbott. When is he up for re-election? What's looking for him? 8 of Wands. Swiftness. Momentum. Swift momentum. Movement. Swift movement. The Empress reversed. He is not doing the job. 2022. He is not doing the job he's supposed to do for Texas. He is supposed to be a protective figure. He is supposed to be the governor, the nurturer of the state, and he is not doing the job. And more Texans are coming to realize that. Hi, Tara Rayner, Varia. Hi, Keisha Harris. I'm looking at Greg Abbott, the Texas governor here. What is his challenge? His challenge is to overcome blockages. That's interesting. Overcome blocked emotions, to overcome overflowing emotions. But this is reversed. So this is blocked to overcome, to avoid separation. This can be a separation of, a severing of relationships. But I don't think it's with the US. I feel it's with the Texas people. The sun at the base of this reading for him, and this is a very strong position, is the sun, but it is the sun reversed. It is heading into dark times. He is heading into dark times. His past actions are going to lead up to, what are they going to lead up to for him? Have led up to tower moment for him. He is in deep doo-doo. This is the third major arcana. This is big and impactful. His past, and I'm reading his more recent past actions. 50, as somebody said, 52,000 new cases in Texas today of COVID. He's not doing his job. Oh, here it is. Above it, the emperor. Above the reading, the emperor. Now, this time I do feel this is Trump. I do feel it this time. He would like to install Trump. Doesn't he realize that if he succeeds and he puts Trump in charge, he's not in charge anymore? His allegiance to Trump. I mean, he ordered all the drop-off boxes, you know, lessened and stuff in his immediate future. So his allegiance to Trump is hanging over him, leading to dark times. He's got a catastrophic moment coming up. And here is in his immediate future, past actions. Past actions. Past actions are going to come. And this is mirroring on the other side, the tower. In his environment, 6 of Pentacles, but it's reversed. Deals. He's going to be disadvantaged. Deals that he's done for himself. Yeah, he's going to lose. Things are going to come out about deals that he's going to end up being. The people of Texas have been generous with him. He's going to lose that generosity. What do people see? They see someone who needs to leave. What are his hopes and fears? His hopes that his secrets are not going to come out, but the fear, and that it's greater, and the probability of it is higher, that they will. So he hopes he's going to keep his secrets hidden. He fears it, and he fears that he's laid landmines all around him, figurative landmines all around him, and he can't see where they are anymore. His outcomes: 10 of Swords, an ending. Long dark night of the soul for this man. 5 of Wands, healing from conflict. A healing is going to start. An ending for him that's going to start a healing. 4 of Cups. He's going to take an offer. It's an offer he doesn't want, but I don't think he has any choice but to take it. Justice. Justice. I don't think he's going to make it to 2022. I think I'll just do some clarifier. There's my little deck. Is Greg Abbott, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, is he going to have to resign? Is he going to resign, or will he be impeached? Will the state impeach him? 6 of Wands, that's a yes. He's going to have to resign. He's going to get a message. He's going to get a message. Resign. He cannot avoid it. He cannot avoid it. It's going to come out what he and Trump have been talking about. The yes with the strength. Yeah, a really strong yes. There's a strong case against him. He's going to have to retire. Walk away. Walk away. He's still desperately trying to hang on to power, and he's had a hand in conflict. Three of Cups. Yeah, he's going to have to resign. If he doesn't resign, Congress is going to kick him out. And while we're at it, the Texas AG, is he going to have to resign? David, please, everyone send out a wave of protective energy to David Martini's daughter. She's a second-year resident in the hospitals in San Antonio. And for send out waves of protective energy for anyone who has to who are in the front lines in dealing with this. Is the Texas AG going to have to resign? 6 of Cups, so yes, something coming from his past. 5 of Cups, no, but loss, regret. Wheel of Fortune, yes, that's a yes. A change coming for him. Again, in the nature of it's just a change you can't avoid. Queen of Cups, that's a yes. Ten of Pentacles, that's a yes. Something about money. Empress, that's a yes. That's a big yes. Page of Cups, surprising. It's going to be surprising. Planning, something, he had something to do with planning something. And Three of Cups, there's support for that, for him resigning too. And he, Abbott got that too, the Three of Cups support for his resignation. Now, let's see. Lindsey Graham. We've got questions on Lindsey Graham. Amy Coney Barrett and Kavanaugh. Will Pence change his mind on the 25th? Okay. Let's have a look. Will Pence change his mind on the 25th? Will Pence change his mind on the 25th? Is the Lieutenant Governor a better choice than the Governor? Will he do a better job in Texas? Okay, let's see. Guide to the highest treatment from national. Pence will change his mind on the 25th. Six of Swords in transition into calmer waters. Ace of Wands. There is a chance he might. Chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Threatened chaos. King of Swords, prosecution. The Hierophant. Government. Hospitals. He might talk Trump into it, you know, saying if we, you know, and go to the 25th and say you're unwell and you're not fit and you weren't in your right mind, we can say you're not fit to stand trial. Get hospitals to do this, and we can then, you know, but I don't think he might say that, you know, get people to, he might change his mind. There's a lot of yes cards here. Yes and maybe. No cards. King of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Maybe make a deal with Trump. Let me invoke the 25th. And then we can have you declared mentally incompetent and you can avoid a trial. Blah, 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 blah. Pence does not want to be put into the position of having to pardon Trump. But he might talk Trump into it by saying, then we can get you declared mentally unfit. And, you know, and avoid you facing trial. Things like that. And I'll pardon your family. if you do this. It's a deal. Or pardon your family if you do this. If you do this, and then we can get you off any trials by saying you're mentally unfit. And yep. He might still do it, even though he said he's not going to. He might do it in striking a deal with Trump. If he can get Trump to agree, because that way Trump can avoid being shut up in jail for the rest of his life. Is Trump going to try and hold his own inauguration? He's talking about it. Yep. Yes, declare himself emperor. He is delusional. He really is mentally unfit and unstable. But the thing is, that doesn't mean he's not he doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. Yes, he's going to try it. That's in the cups to maybe. No, people are just not going to want to know about it. Yeah, he might possibly try it. Yeah, ship's coming in, Queen of Wands. Even if it goes on inside of his head. He's picturing it. He's picturing it every time. He's picturing it in his head. He cannot let go. He will never let go of it. He will never let go. And yeah. He possibly is going to try and hold his own inauguration ceremony. Heaven knows where. Mar-a-Lago? The Texas state capital? No, they won't allow that to happen. I mean, the Republican Party have lost donors. There are some donors they're never going to recover. It's a 3 or 6 month ban in most cases, or blockage in most cases. Some cases it's yeah. Sorry, I just have to check on something. I had a notification came up. Okay, other question. Okay, other question. Will there be more pardons? Will there be more pardons? Will there be more pardons? Yes, 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Yeah, he's planning more pardons. There will be consequences to them, but people are just sick of it. There'll be consequences for them. Amen. There's going to be a pause on some of them. Deals that were made, you keep your mouth shut. They're going to be, yeah, there are going to be more pardons, but some, there's going to be a review of some of the ones that have been. You know? Hi, Jane Finley English. How are you? Was Eric Prince involved in the coup attempt? Interesting question. Interesting question. Oh dear, sorry, got stuck on something on the other screen. Hang on. I think I've got to cover up that other screen. It can be a bit distracting at times. Yeah, Eric Prince. Was Eric Prince involved in the coup attempt? Clarity inside and objective answer the question. Attempt. 7 of Wands, which is surprisingly a no card, but 7 of Pentacles, assessment, 3 of Wands, that's a yes. Page of Cups, 2 of Cups. Yeah, he was involved. He was involved. And there will be consequences. He was involved in the planning. There will be consequences for him, but he was involved in the funding. He was involved in the recruiting. Yeah, he was involved. I'm going to ask a question. Did Betsy DeVos know? Because she resigned, right? Did Betsy DeVos know that her brother was involved? Did she know it was going to go down? I'm not saying was she involved, just did she know? Did Betsy DeVos know? Did Betsy DeVos know what was going to happen? Did she know what her brother was doing? Brother Trump was doing. King of Swords, yes, and she's going to be prosecuted for it too. Three of Pentacles, yes, she knew they were talking. The Emperor, yes. Five of Swords, she did nothing, so it was an abuse of her position because she knew that there was a threat and she did nothing. She wanted to protect her brother. Eight of Wands, lots. Yes, she was aware of the communications. Yes, she was protecting her brother, so she didn't say anything. She could have stopped this at a critical point. The Hangman. She had a chance to stop things or to pause things. Oh, this was reverse. She's in for a very, very dark time. It is going to come out, and she's going to face prosecution for not doing anything. For not doing anything. She had knowledge. Maybe she thought, oh, they're not really going to do it. But she had knowledge. And she decided, that's the reason she resigned. She decided to get out of Dodge. Leaving his post in a week. Yeah, the day of the inauguration. What other questions? Oh, Lindsey Graham. Will it be proved that he cheated? Will it be proved that he cheated? Lindsey Graham. Guides of Pasture. Will Lindsey Graham, will it be found out that he cheated? Will it be proven that he cheated? Look, either way, this is a no card, but it's also, there's a change coming for him that he cannot avoid. There is a change coming for him. Five of Wands, conflict, debate. Queen of Cups. He was down there by Trump's side. Yes. Also, there's money from Russia. He has got a big tower moment coming. So I've got three no's and one yes at the moment, but they're not good no's for him. Four of Pentacles is another no. What he did to cling on to power. Ace of Wands is a yes. The Chariot is a yes, and it's going to happen quite quickly. The Devil is a no. Queen of Swords is going to be called for to answer. He's got a lot coming on. Maybe King of Swords, maybe Knight of Pentacles. Six. Seven. Yeah. I don't think it's going to matter or not whether or not it is, because he's got a change coming. He's going to need legal representation, and he's going to be in a lot of legal trouble for a long time. He's going to be spending quite a few years in and out of courthouses. I always, when he first got it, watching what's on the bottom of the deck, heartbreak for Lindsey Graham and betrayal. When he first was re-elected, I said I couldn't see him there for a long time. I don't think he's going to stay there much longer. Tarot, as you know, is not good for time. Kipper is actually, time-wise, is not too bad for time. So let's see. I'll get the Kipper cards out. I've got the Ciro Marchetti Kipper deck. Probably, let's see, how long has Lindsey Graham got left in office? That was Lindsey Graham. Main mail, but it's on the end, so it's so I'm using the Kipper, and the way I'm doing it is you lay out basically a grand tableau, and it depends on where the main mail appears in the spread as to whether or not the spread is going to be valid or not. So this is, it was on the end of a line, so that means that no. So we'll do it again. Lindsey Graham. Let's have a look at Lindsey Graham using the Kipper card. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1. This one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to spare. Privileged lady. 6. Journey. Okay, going and we'll do the 3 below. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here he is. What's above him? Despair. Privileged lady. Journey. Below him is lovers, deals. And to the side of him. So we've got all that. That's there. That's all away there. And on either side of him, poverty. He is not heading for a good. Okay. So Lindsey Graham. He's despair. He's in despair. Not promising cards, unless the cards around it mitigate it. So, deals for the house. There's not very much mitigating cards there around him. Main female. Spare, grief, adversity, obstacles. So, and he's got message, concern on either side, change, faith, unexpected income, the courthouse. No, hang on. Oops. That. Courtship, mature man. That's, yeah, he's mature woman, pathway, the end of a career. He's got 2 cards away from him: the coffin, and death and end, imprisonment. But that's further away. Community turning against him, poverty. Again, that's further away. Mature woman, courtship. He made deals. He made commitments. He should have found a different. He disappointed John McCain. Despair. He did what he did for money, for power. He expected so much more coming out of things. Family room, courthouse. Unexpected income. It could end up in journey. Transportation. It's not an unavoidable fate that he's getting towards, but yeah. Pathway 35. He's got concerning sudden wealth journey. Yeah, he's not in for a good time, whatever's going to happen to him. The time cards are quite away from the main male card in this. So I'm trying to determine exactly what time adjudication he is. He's got court around him, he's got adjudication around him, he's got, yeah, he's in, either way, he's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, Deutsche Bank have cut their ties with him. I need a bit of a bigger space to use these Kipper cards more comfortably. They're a bit large, but they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Let's look this way. Lindsey Graham's in for a pretty tough time. And yes, it is going to be found out. He's going to have to leave. As to when, I never saw him being there very long, but that could be 2 months, 3 months. I think sooner rather than later. Amy Coney Barrett and Kavanaugh. Will Amy Coney Barrett and Kavanaugh be removed from the Supreme Court? Amy Coney Barrett first. Guides at the highest truth and compassion. Question. And Kavanaugh will be Amy Coney Barrett first, and then Kavanaugh. Amy Coney Barrett. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kavanaugh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Send a card that will apply to both of them. Past actions. Amy Coney Barrett, first card. Details, apprenticeship. She's really new, still got a lot to learn. She really had not been in long enough. The qualifications might be coming into doubt. Ace of Cups, overflowing emotion. That's a yes. So is the 8. Temperance. There's more balance coming in. The Emperor. The rule of law. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Maria. Thank you. Kavanaugh. It's the King of Pentacles. Money. Partnerships. Critical tipping point. Critical Empress. Yeah, look, there's a chance that they're both going to be removed. Very good chance. There's no cards. Some maybe, but there's deals, there's no, and they're both one against the will of the people, well, both against the will of the people, and one against the. She was put there to disrupt the rule of law and to help Trump overrule things, but she didn't do it. So that's going to be interesting. That's really going to be interesting. I think there's a chance they're both going to be removed, but it's going to take a while. I think these both major arcana and Amy Coney Barrett even longer, but it is going to take a while with the major arcana. But I think there's a chance that, yes, they're both going to be removed or resign of their own accord before they're removed. They might find that better. But don't expect things to happen overnight. I did a reading on Thomas. Yes, I think he's going to resign. I think the pressure is going to be put on him, especially by Roberts, to resign. Joanne, they're watching this. I'm sure they're sending protective. I'm not a medium, but to me, I feel like that they are there watching. Okay, John Lewis, John McCain, RBG. I feel that they are there, and you know, their energy and their spirit will help sort this mess out. Yeah. Yes, she wasn't there long enough. That's what came up with that. I hesitate to call it the apprentice card now, but that's what it is. She still had a lot of work to do before she was rightfully. Will Alito retire? Okay, will Judge Alito retire? Okay. First, I'll do Alito. Is Judge Alito going to retire? I'd love it if Alito retired effectively immediately. I wonder how quick Mitch McConnell would be to reconvene the Senate then. Alito, is Alito going to retire? He's standing his ground for now. He is thinking of walking away, but they're both no cards, so. But yeah, he is thinking about it. He is talking to people about it. He's taking his time and contemplating it. He's not rushing any decision. He's got his family's support to retire, but it is a critical decision. And he, you know, he's got to weigh things carefully. I think he's holding back on doing it for a moment. Honestly, if he retired today, McConnell would be in there to try and steal that position and install a conservative judge. No, he's not going to retire at the moment. He's not. And he feels like it would be the wrong thing to do. He's not going to retire at the moment. But there is support for him, and he is thinking about doing it in the future. But there's a whole heap of no cards on him retiring. But, yeah, he's going to be standing his ground for a while. I think he wants to stay there until Biden's established. And he is eventually going to retire. Is he going to wait the 100 days before he does that? Will Alito retire after the 100 days, the first 100 days? Will Alito retire after the first 100 days? The Fool, that's a yes. Knight of Wands again. Yeah, I think he's holding off restrictions. He doesn't want. He feels that there's stuff he has to do. He feels there's people that have to be brought to justice, and he's not quite ready to go yet. Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. Yeah, I think there's a higher likelihood that he is going to retire after the 100 days, and then he's more than likely. I think he'll be ready to go then. He's ready to go now, but he doesn't want to. He feels like he's abandoning his post, I think, if he did that, and restricting the court's ability to sit in fair judgment, because there's going to be a lot coming at the Supreme Court in the first 100 days. And yeah, so I think he might retire after that. That's Alito. Will they reinstate term limits and congressmen? That's an interesting question. Will they reinstate term limits for senators and congressmen? I understand why they stagger terms. They're looking at it. Definitely talk about it, and they're looking at the legalities of it with the Hierophant. It was something that used to be in place, so there's no reason why the Moon, Two of Wands. The Moon, they're looking for any hidden obstacles there might be towards it. We've got two no's with the Five of Pentacles and the Moon. Two of Wands, Judgment. It's going to be Judgment. And yes, I think they are. They are, because they feel like people, they can get unlimited turns. They feel they can get into a position of autonomy and do anything they want and abuse the position. I also got to my mind that they're going to, you know, how McConnell killed legislation, killed bills by saying, no, I'm not going to introduce it. It's solely up to his discretion whether it's going to be introduced or not. I think they're going to end that. I think there's going to be a panel, 3 people, the majority leader, the minority leader, and one other person. To make decisions on what goes to the floor and what don't. Possibly. That just went through my mind, that there could be discussion on something like that, so that not one person can just kill a piece of legislation, so that no one person has the power to kill a piece of legislation, the way McConnell has been able to do for so many years. I feel like I think it'll be like the minority leader and a senator who is chosen by both parties. They have to have bipartisan support. And then the majority leader, and the majority leader will have the tie-break vote if it's 1-on-1. So it'll be just, yeah. So that will, because handing that power to one sole individual, well, you can see what it's led to. People losing their homes. Will that happen? Well, what I just saw happen, will there be a panel of 3 who will be responsible for introducing the bills to the Senate to decide which bills get introduced to the Senate? Will there be a panel installed to decide which bills get introduced to the Senate for a vote? Damn. There's a lot of no cards here for that. Well, they'd be justified in doing it. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 no. There's 5 yeses, but so they would be justified in doing it. So there's 4 no's and there's 5 yeses. So it would be a way to. So that's something that might happen. I think there's definitely discussions along that line. Will Lauren Boebert be pushed out? Hi, Tiger. Hi, Teresa Judy. Will Lauren Boebert be pushed out? Will Lauren Boebert be pushed out? She's definitely, I did a reading on this earlier, but I'll do another one. She's definitely got a long legal battle ahead of her. This is legal representation, plodding slow, but also it's going to be a slow process if they do push her out. Yes, there's a possibility. We've got the Lovers, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Hermit, isolation, embattlement. Yeah, she's going to be embattled. Queen of Cups, the Moon, things are going to come out about her. Something to do with her funding as well. There's support. There is support. And she's going to face prosecution in the end too. I think there might be even bipartisan support. Is there bipartisan support to push her out? That means it doesn't need to be the whole of the Republican side, some. Yes, there's going to be questions about her funding, about her campaign funds. Yes, 9 of Cups. Talk. Yeah, there's a lot that secrets coming out. Yeah, details. Yes, there's some bipartisan. Here's the support card again, the 3 of Cups. Then a group. There is some bipartisan support for kicking her out. They have a process they'll have to go through. But yeah, there's every chance she could get kicked out. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up today. Thank you so much for all your support. And thank you for the donations too. They're very much appreciated. If anyone wants a reading, they can email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com. You know, and I can sort out times. I can do a reading on Zoom. I can do email readings, whichever suits you. I can do Skype as well, but I think Zoom is easier. But I can do Skype as well, or even StreamYard. You know, StreamYard doesn't just have to be used for doing live streams. So, yeah. Thank you very much for your time today. Please take care. I will be keeping an eye on how things are going over there. If you guys want me to come on and do an extra reading, I'm happy to do so if you feel like. These things will pass. But it is a time to be wary. It's a time to be cautious. It's a time to pray for the best for your country, and it will all change. Everything will change for the better. Okay? Okay, love you all. Please take care of yourself. Stay strong, stay safe, and stay loving. Bye-bye.